Slapping lipstick on a pig doesn't change the reality that underneath, it's still a pig. And that is the analogy that I want to use in today's conversation about showing up in front of others as the real you and not the performative you. Conversation that I'm not seeing in the camera confidence spaces, but is especially needed for good girls who are trained to please and show up wearing metaphorical lipstick. So, let's go. Hey there, I'm Jen Silbert, and today I want to talk in love and in compassion to those of you like my ex-me who wear the metaphorical or the literal lipstick. By the way, this is Burt's Bees in Sherwood Forest. If any of you Burt's Bees people are out there and see that, I'm your lipstick gal. But in order to prove something, when you show up, rather than showing up as the real you and not really connecting with your audience. Yeah, that is the topic for today's conversation. It's my belief that a lot of camera confidence conversation doesn't really go far enough, as it talks a lot about the performative you and how to properly speak, how to pace yourself, modulate your voice, and all of those other fantastic tips. But like the metaphorical lipstick on the pig, it's just disguising the chaos that can be going on underneath, where you've got this fear of rejection, fear of being judged, this belief that you have to look a certain way and talk a certain way in order to be fill in the blank, taken seriously, look professional, what's all of that. But what I have found in my many, many years of on-camera work and stage work and video training is that I got so accustomed to showing up as the performative me that when it came time to connecting with my audience to share a really important message, I felt like I was kind of freezing in front of the camera, just performing and not really being the real me. Now, camera confidence and fear and insecurity about getting in front of other people isn't anything new. But why I am talking specifically to good girls is because, having been conditioned to be a good girl, I know that the desire to please and to wear a mask of whatever identity you feel that you should have at this point in time is stealing a good girl's true identity, and as a result is denying her the opportunity to really connect with her true self. And if she can't connect with her true self, it's not possible for her to really connect with her audience. They're never going to see the real her. So the talk that I'll be doing today, the shifts that I'll be sharing, are probably universal for anyone who's feeling insecure and afraid to show up on camera, but is especially targeted toward the good girl so that she can see something deeper behind just the polished look that she wants to have on camera, so that she'll be fill in the blank, but really feel comfortable with being herself. So if you're ready, let's go. Shift number 1, get visible before you feel ready. Well, this is pretty simple. When you put yourself out there, you will get more confident. But if you're waiting to be more confident before you put yourself out there, you're just not going to do it. Confidence is built around action. As a certified confidence coach myself, I see 2 criteria for confidence. The first one is self-belief. Do you believe that you can do this? This is really a critical, foundational belief that if you don't have it, is always going to get in the way of you feeling confident in whatever it is that you do. And the second one is, are you willing to try? So if you believe in yourself and you're willing to try, then you've got the basic ingredients for confidence. You detach from the outcome and you just go ahead and do it. And the more that you do it, the more experience you get, the more confident you get. Think about anything that you have been doing on a regular basis. And any place where you feel especially confident about your own skills. You had to start somewhere, and I'm sure you didn't feel as confident about yourself as you did, back then as you do now. So that's the key element. Get yourself out there. Get visible before you feel ready. Shift number 2 is prep for energy and not perfection. Hey, this is where you set the stage for showing up bold. So getting up in front of others isn't as much about having that polished exterior look. You've got to move and breathe and energize yourself from the inside out. Otherwise, it's just, slapping lipstick on a pig. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you have to figure out what it's going to take for you to bring the energy and the passion and the conviction into the conversation so that you can connect with your audience. What that means is that you got to start from the inside out. And here are 3 tips to keep in mind as you figure out how to generate this energy that you're going to bring into your presence, whether it's on the camera or on stage, from the inside out. Tip number 1 is to check with your why. What's the purpose of the message that you want to share? What's your end goal? How is that going to benefit the audience? Hey, this is where you want to start, and this is going to end up fueling your confidence before you even show up on stage or in front of the camera. Keep that front and center, and you really can't go wrong. Number 2, light your own fire before you show up. Your energy will connect with your audience more than the way that you look. So if you're stressing out before you show up, your brain is going to shut down. It is going to go into freeze mode, and you're going to show up and you're going to feel like a deer in the headlights. You'll forget what you were going to say. You will be in panic mode and not in the present. And that's going to just revert you back into performance mode. You're going to go start looking at your notes, and you might be able to read your notes fine, but you're not going to really be present with the audience, and they're going to pick up on that. So know what it takes to light your fire and to stay calm in the moment. And this way, your brain can think clearly and you can stay in the present. And tip number 3, prepare in advance. That's going to help you to stay calm and grounded and centered before you even show up on camera. And what could that look like? Well, you want to have your environment ready and set up for calm. And that might mean decluttering the environment, letting the people around you know that you're getting ready to record. If you're getting on stage, having maybe like a green room where you can just like breathe and get ready before you put yourself out there. I know for myself, when I get ready to record, I want to avoid recording during rush hour because we live on a main street and I'm going to hear a lot of traffic and background noise, and it's going to be distracting to you and it'll be distracting to me, and it won't allow me to manifest my calmest self before I show up. Now, whether you use bullet points or you use a full-on script, you're going to need some kind of structure to help you to stay on track, because take it from me who thought, hey, I've been on camera for lots of years, I've been on stage, I can speak off the cuff. But yeah, if you want to sit here for an extended period of time while I ramble on, then that's fine. But the shorter you want to make your presentation, the more structure you need to have in place so that you stay on track. So don't be shy in fully scripting out what you want to talk about. In the beginning, if that's what it takes for you to get yourself out there, then just do that. I have a lot of tips in that department, but for now, choose the method that will at least keep you on track and keep structure in place. Shift number 3, your message is in the music. You want to get the focus off of you and on your message. Have you ever noticed that all the members of an orchestra or even the stage crew who's changing the sets in between takes is all dressed in black? It's not because it's stylish. It's because black disappears into the background so that the focus for the audience is on the music or on the message in the play. You want to think like that when it comes to getting yourself out there. Don't let you and how you look distract from the message that you want to put out there. Visibility works the same way. When you press record or you get up there on stage, your job isn't to distract people with your appearance. It's to deliver the message that is going to have the impact that you want and connect with your audience. Let's keep the focus on what matters the most, the music, which is in the message. Shift number 4, let go of the persona. If you want your message to be remembered, just be you. You can wear the jazziest outfit, have the perfect hair day, use all of the cool buzzwords. You can have the best lighting, but you cannot be real. And so people are just not going to connect with you at the deepest level. Connection is more important than perfection. So just let go of the version of you that is just camera ready and embrace the version of you that gives a damn and let it show. Shift number 5 is speak from power and not performance. Your presence is going to speak a lot louder than your polish. So this shift really changed everything for me. When I stopped trying to prove myself and I just started speaking from my own grounded truth, I didn't just feel more powerful, I was more powerful. And when you become more powerful, then your presence speaks louder than your words. And the people that need you, they feel it. And that's what we want. We want people to actually feel the emotion behind the message that you're trying to relay. So remember that confidence is just not something that you wear. It's not the lipstick. It's not the hair. It's the energy that comes from within. If you're in the business of educating and teaching, in growing a business and bringing more clients into your sphere, then the emphasis needs to stay on your message. You can still wear the lipstick. I love lipstick. I love a good hair day. I love a nice outfit. But just don't use that as a crutch or a cover for the simmering insecurity and fear that's going on underneath time after time after time. Take the time to address these visibility fears and learn how to calm your nervous system so that you can show up as the real you and be in the moment and not overly worried about how you're showing up. Because all you're doing is delaying this confidence, an inner peace that's just waiting for you out there when you're in the zone of just being you. And you're inflicting unnecessary prolonged suffering by living with this simmering, chaos that's going on underneath. And if you are a people-pleasing perfectionist, I can assure you that until you address that, it's always going to keep showing up when you have to get up in front of people as the real you. So if this hits home and you're tired of fixing the surface level stuff while ignoring what's going on underneath, then it's time to stop putting lipstick on your visibility fears. Join me for my next free workshop, 5 Steps to Ditch your visibility fears and go from invisible to influential. I'm going to have the link in the comments below. This is a free live workshop that I try to do on a monthly basis. We're going to go deeper and we're going to get into nervous system regulation hacks that are quick and easy to use, fear rewiring, and the real tools to help you show how to show up on camera, on stage, as your most bold and confident self. Grab your free seat by clicking on the link down below, and I'll see you in the next free workshop. Just remember, you don't need more polish, you just need to be you.